Hi everybody, welcome back. We're just going to carry on modelling the facade here. All I've done here is duplicated this first window across twice, and then I've window crossed those three windows, shift copied them down as not as instances, and then that means any changes to these three windows here won't update there, but these three windows will still remain as instances. All I did was I then selected window, cross-selected one of them and added an FFD, and then just with those I selected the bottom two control points and just moved them down. So any changes I do on one will affect the others because they're instances of each other. So I'm not really going to be pedantic about modelling in this tutorial. There's plenty of other tutorials on here that will show you how to model things accurately. Obviously I'm using snaps, so we're getting a fair degree of accuracy. If you're doing a job for a client, then you want to make sure that obviously you do it accurately and to the best of your ability. So we're just going to carry on here, and with my end snap on with my line tool, I'm just going to draw, clicking, going slowly because often it jumps around and you might end up like there, for instance, trying to snap on that yellow vertex, but it will actually snap to where that end point is showing over here. So that wouldn't be what you want. So just make sure you're careful when you do that, otherwise you have to go back and keep editing the line. So I'm going to turn off start new shape, and I'm going to carry on going around this one. And what you can do is to make sure that you keep your lines exactly vertical or horizontal, if you hold down shift, it locks the line to horizontal and vertical. So now you know that the next vertex you draw will be exactly in line with the previous one. So I'm just going to hold down shift to do that, and then control. If you hold down control, it actually snaps to angles, so you can get nice 45 degrees or any derivative thereof. I'm just going to hold down shift and we're just going to click around. Now the reason I'm doing that is because this funny little piece here, I don't want it to look like that. Client's told me that he wants this panel to carry on to the end. So I'm just going to hold shift, move up, click on that end point there, and then click across. Now what that's done is, rather than the line angling over to this endpoint, it's taking it vertically straight up, perpendicular to that endpoint. So that's quite a useful, very useful tool to actually use. Now I'm going to go in my edit spline here and just going to select that one, turn on my axis snaps with the Y there, and then holding down shift, I'm just going to drag that down, down again, down again, down again, all the way down like so. And then I'm going to turn my lock off, select those again, this time turning on the Y axis constraint, and I'm going to shift drag across here to get the next batch. And then I'm just going to go to vertex, draw a window crossing around those ones with my X snap on, just drag those back to there. Now we just need a little bit of tidying up here because they don't seem to be lining up. Oh, that's because these ones didn't, so I apologise for that. I thought they were all the same size, but they weren't. But it's quite easy just to go back, window crossing around those, turn on your Y snaps and just drag them up. Now if a line is next to it that needs the same amount, like these two did, you can just make sure that you zoom out enough, draw a window around all of those. So selected 4, zoom in and just drag those up, making sure you snap obviously to the correct line end point. There we go. So that's moved all of those. I just need to do the same for the rest. So there we go, snap to there. Thankfully all the bottom ones line up. Just snap to there, and then the last two. Snap up to there. So there we go. Now we just need to create another line in here. We'll start there and we'll just click around. I'm going to hold down shift. Now I don't want to end it there because that will give me a funny angle back down to there. I'm going to hold down shift. Oh sorry, I apologise, it doesn't work. When you're creating a line within a spline, that shift clicking doesn't work, unfortunately. So we're just going to click there, then click here. Then a simple fix is you just select your vertex, turn on your X, and we just make sure your snapping is on, and then you just move over the over the X axis and just drag it across. Now you notice I'm below where that vertex was, but it's not moving it up and down, it's just moving it side to side, and that's because we've got the axis constraints on just to move it in the X. So I'm just going to move down to that vertex. Now I know that is exactly in line. I'm going to select those two and do the same thing and just snap them across to there. So this panel will carry on and it will line up with all the rest down there, which is absolutely perfect. And we do the same for this side. And there we have it. Now, for these stone objects, what we're going to do is we're going to extrude them out. I'm just going to angle my viewport there, hit X, type extrude. We're going to do them 250, that's absolutely fine. And then I'm going to do hit X, X again, sorry, typing it in there instead, hit X, type in edit poly. Just add an edit poly modifier on there. Now what we're going to do is from the side viewport where we can just see the one angle, the sides of them, we're going to cross window around from left to right, crossing around there. The right to left crossing will select all the parts within that, but left to right just to select the top ones. And then we're going to chamfer them. We're going to do 15 mil. Hit the tick, and then that gives us a nice chamfer on the side there, which is lovely. Now obviously you need to go around adding all of the stonework that you see, you know, drawing in everything there, and also these parts here need to be curved, so we just need to make sure we do that. Should have done that before the edit poly, but we can rescue this. So just select those vertices there like I did. You can actually do Control A and select them all if you like sometimes. Hit them, make them Bezier corners, and then you can just click on those Beziers and drag them just to match the curves. Make sure your axis constraints are off so you can move in the X and the Y to get an accurate curve there, like so. Now this one here we need to fix the line, so we're going to snap that one down to there. Then I'm going to just insert, click on the line anywhere you like, and that enables you to draw another vertex, so we're just going to click there. Draw a crossing around those. Drag that one across to there, and drag that one across to there, and just tidy that one up. Sometimes you just need to zoom in so you don't hover over one of the axes, because then it constrains it. So there we go, that's fixed that. Now because we've changed our base structure, our edit poly is now incorrect. We've added in some more faces and things like that, so it's wrong. So all you do is we just delete that edit poly, add a new one in, go to edge, do the same thing, so we just go to the front there, window crossing, and then just chamfer those again. sometimes it happens that you have to go back and edit your stuff. If you keep the stack like I did there, it's absolutely simple to change it. It's one of the good ways of adding edit polys to model, so that you can constantly go back and client changes and things like that. Keep your stack readily available for future comments, and then you can collapse it all down at the end once you're confident that things aren't going to change too much. So there we have it. I'm going to end this one here, and we're going to move on to using some forest pack for planting and things like that. I'll see you in the next one.